Are you overwhelmed or really stressed? In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle your stress and become more emotionally resilient with 4 easy tools. My name is Tyler Klein. I run a Catholic mental health practice called Archangel Catholic, and I want to make sure you have the tools, resources, and know-how to have a really strong mental health game so you have the freedom to pursue God and holiness the way you're called to. Now, these are part of the acronym TIPP, T-I-P-P, and it's 4 distinct tools you can use to manage stress, high anxiety times, anxiety attacks, things like that. And so it's a quick tool that you can have in the back of your head. Remember it with the acronym TIPP, T-I-P-P. So you can pull these things out anytime during your day, whether you're at work, at home, anywhere, on a road trip, that you can decompress yourself and find a little bit of peace and semblance before moving on with the rest of your life. You can take that stress, take that overwhelm away, or at least reduce it greatly. The first letter of the TIPP acronym is T, and that stands for temperature change. What you want to do when you're feeling high levels of stress and you're beginning to have that tension come on is you want to give yourself some way to cool down. And this activates the dive reflex. It's going to slow your heart rate, it's going to allow you to think more clearly, and it's going to reduce your tension. So you want to find some way to cool off. You could get an ice pack and hold it to your head or hold it to your back, something like that. I mean, you've seen videos of people doing ice baths and ice dunk challenges and things. Different purposes to those, but there's the same notion that your body's going through a change when you go through that. So you can hack your body's dive reflex by cooling yourself down with something cold like an ice pack. It'll allow you to slow down and it'll allow you to think clearer. So the first tip of the TIPP skill, is T for temperature change. Cool your body down. The second letter of the TIPP skill is I, and that stands for intense exercise. So going for a jog, getting on a bike, if you're going to lift weights, like push it, really get your heart rate up. If you feel that you're becoming overwhelmed with emotions and your emotional tension is rising, specifically something like anger, but it could be anything, it could be stress or something like that, this is going to work through and burn through that emotion. If you're a 10 out of 10 on anger, some intense exercise could lower you to a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I'm not saying it's going to remove whatever's making you angry, but it'll remove so much of that emotion that you can think more clearly. It'll give you more emotional options because you're going to burn through that energy. It doesn't just have to be anger. That's just an obvious example. So I is intense exercise. Get on a bike, go running, lift weights hard, do something to sweat and get your heart rate up. And that will really remove tension and stress and overly emotional phases of your day and give you more clarity and more options moving forward. The third letter of the TIPP skill is P, and that stands for paced breathing. A very common example of this is called box breathing, and it's famous. A lot of people teach this. I think the Navy SEALs train in this when they're under high pressure situations to do this kind of thing. So if it works for them, it'll probably work for you. And the idea is you're going to breathe in slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out slowly for 4 seconds, and then hold empty for 4 seconds. And do a few reps of that. This is going to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. It's going to hack that part of your body and help you slow down. The ultimate thing you want to do, box breathing, is in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. But as long as you're inhaling slowly and then you're exhaling usually even longer than you're inhaling, that's kind of what you want to do. If it's not going to be a rhythm like box breathing, do something where you inhale and breathe out more slowly. This is going to bring your tension down, bring your anxiety and your stress down. This paced breathing will give you the space and slow you down enough that you can think more clearly and get a lot of that energy and emotional turmoil out of the way. So P stands for paced breathing, T-I-P, paced breathing. The final letter of the TIPP skill is another P. So TIPP, T-I-P-P, and that final P is paired muscle relaxation. So what you want to do is you're going to combine tensing and relaxing your muscles with breathing in and breathing out. So take a part of your body, take maybe your arms or your abs or your legs, and tense them up and hold for 5 seconds while you breathe in and then release it all. And what you want to do is you want to move through your body. So maybe start at the top, maybe scrunch your face, and I just did that on camera, and so it's kind of weird. And then scrunch your neck and your shoulders, and then your chest and your arms, and then go down your body to your feet. And slowly do this. Tense, hold it for 5 seconds while you're breathing in, and then let it go. And when you breathe out, think the word relax or breathe. And go through your whole body, top to bottom. This is going to really help. It sounds odd because you're adding tension, but doing this process is going to really help you move tension out of your body, and you're going to find yourself much, much more relaxed at the end of it. So systematically work through your body. This is great if you're at an office or at a chair. People, maybe you skip the face part if people are looking at you, but you can tense parts of your body. Nobody really notices, and allows you to work through stress as things come and go. It's a very easy thing to do while you're driving, sitting, out and about. Paired muscle relaxation. Tense your muscles for 5 seconds, a group of muscles for 5 seconds while you're breathing in, and then breathe it out and say in your head, relax, or breathe as you do that. And work through your body. You're going to find the tension just fall off of you. So the final P in the TIPP skill is paired muscle relaxation. So to bring this together, TIPP, T-I-P-P, temperature change, intense exercise, paced breathing, and paired muscle relaxation. These 4 tools are things you can employ throughout your day when you feel stress and emotional overwhelm. I don't know if overwhelm is really a word. You're being overwhelmed by your emotions though. When you feel like, come on, employ these skills. Pull them out of your tool belt, put them into play. Are these things going to completely remove why you're angry, why you're stressed, why you're anxious? No. Are they going to remove anxiety entirely? Of course not. These are like Band-Aids. They're going to stop the bleeding a little bit while you get to deeper help. Or if it really was just a small thing, it may be enough. It may just be a scrape and a Band-Aid's enough. If you need more help, reach out to a good Catholic therapist in your area. It's okay to seek help and see what they say. So this is a good Band-Aid, but if it's a persistent problem, seek more professional help. But I hope the TIPP skill is valuable for you and gives you 4 really easy tools for handling being overwhelmed by your emotions, anxiety, stress. As Christians and Catholics, we deserve good mental health care. God gave us our psychology as a beautiful thing, and He doesn't necessarily want us to sit in mental illness. He gives crosses, but He also wants us to find healing and freedom. So pursue healing, freedom, and holiness, and understand that your mental health is part of that. Now, anxiety is a really common thing, and a lot of these tips from our TIPP skill today apply to things like anxiety. I'm going to put a video here, a card for a video about 3 other tips to use with your anxiety, so you have more in your tool belt to pull out. Not all of these are going to be perfect for you, but you're going to find 1 or 2 that work really well. Another reason people will feel stressed and overwhelmed emotionally is because they have some sort of addiction or bad behavior they're struggling with. We have a video, and I'll put a card here now, about the HALT acronym, which is a way to analyze some more foundational parts of your person to see if it is affecting your ability to fight addictions, bad behaviors, compulsive things. So watch that and take a journal and do an analysis of yourself. See, is this affecting me? This HALT acronym, does it apply? Both those things are going to be helpful for moving the needle for you, whether it's anxiety, an addiction, a compulsion, or many other things. And we're going to keep posting videos and more content. Please like and subscribe. We're going to keep putting stuff usually every week of how to handle your emotions and your mental health or your mental illness in your day-to-day life. Thanks.